Hey, hello there! Welcome to AmberEnergy Healer and Tarot. Today I'm doing a very quick pick a card, or pick a pile, and it is going to be addressing what it is that you're supposed to learn from this situation, or what advice does Spirit have for you for how to proceed, and what lessons you should have picked up in the process of going through it. You've got oracle card underneath each of these random objects that I selected. There's a set of pliers. This will be pile number 1. You've got the chapstick. This will be pile number 2. And you've got the mascara. This will be pile number 3. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, go ahead and pick your pile and pause the video if you need to, and then we will get straight to it. Okie dokie, pile number 1. Let's get straight into your reading. What does this pile, what does the collective need to know, Spirit? What is going on with this situation? What advice? What lesson were they meant to learn from it? Okie dokie. Oops, a little bit off the camera. Okie dokie. So, to start this off, this is definitely a situation that you are dealing with a little bit of self-sacrifice so that you can gain a little bit of a different perspective out of it. Okay? It does appear to me like you have, you kind of lost your focus for a little bit, or your ambition. I feel like you may be going through something like you need to repair something, possibly a relationship in this case, but I'm kind of leaning more like this is you're avoiding repairing the relationship so that you can just focus so much on work, you know, like but it's time for that different perspective to happen. There's no need to be a perfectionist. Yeah, it looks like what you're not repairing currently is the relationship itself. Now, okay, the relationship, okay, so see, you're really upset about this relationship ending, but and you're like really, you're trying to like figure it out, but at the same time you're trying to avoid it, and it looks to me like this was meant so that you could have that different perspective, so that you could have a fresh outlook on life and on yourself and on your situation, and you could actually seek after something that like you're happy doing, because it looks like you've got like you're not yet ready, if that makes sense. Now, this is if you are the male watching. If you're the female watching, then this is the male in your life who was not quite ready for the Empress that you are. Yeah. It looks like you guys could be on the verge of taking a break or are taking a break. I feel like the male in this situation could have been the one that walked away because he wasn't ready. But you, if you are the female, it looks like you're finally in a state of like almost moving on. Or you're ready to recover. At least you're ready to recover from this. Now, clarify on the Lovers. Looks like one of you two just kind of like isolated from the situation. Now, the situation could have happened actually because of money issues. For some of you, it's money issues. For others of you, it's actually a new relationship that one of you wanted to go into. It looks like one of you or both of you was experiencing a lack of support. There was either too much partying going on and not enough seriousness towards the relationship, or just a total lack of support in general between you two's communication. I feel like the feminine in this situation, she was very content being domestic. She seems like she was doing her part. Now the masculine in this situation, it looks like he had a bout of bad luck because of whatever he was doing. I feel like you guys actually could have stayed together and tried to work through this. It took a lot on the female's part. It also took the masculine to kick whatever habits he had, the partying and whatnot, and for him to experience some bad karma. But I feel like you guys could possibly have actually come into some pretty good health or wellness. And I feel like you're actually in a state of mind where you're wanting to compromise. You're that, or you're torn between two choices. Again, it depends on if you're masculine or feminine. But a final decision and like that final choice is on its way, and it looks like it's going to be in favor of, well, let me see what the Oracle says actually. That'll be how we determine this final point, since this is going to be a super quick reading, I said. Oh, well, look at that. How funny. The Oracle card that got pulled for your guys' was the actual title card. So this could be just a whole fresh start. It looks like it's up to you guys to write your story at this point. Now, I will pull another Oracle card just to clarify, but that's how I would interpret it. If it was my reading, I would have left it at that and just called it a fresh start. But Destiny had chosen specific events for us that we should experience through life. Even if the situation is beyond your strength and difficult for you to cope, it was inevitable. Wait patiently until you hear good news. Alright, so there it is there, pile 1 with the flyers. I will see you guys next video. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you found this at all interesting or relevant, or just in general, because I could really use the support. Okay? Love and light. And if this pile, of course, if it didn't resonate with you, then please go ahead and feel free to pick another pile and give that a shot, or another video on my page. Okay? Thank you. Love and light. Bye. Hello, pile 2 with the chapstick. I'm going to do a quick reading for you guys. Hopefully it will sum up any questions that you have regarding the situation and what advice you're supposed to be learning from this, or whatever message Spirit wants to send for you. Okay. All right, it looks like somebody decided to finally, hold on. Okay, it looks like you were actually feeling like things were going pretty well. It looks like one of you in the relationship or in the situation, it could be a work situation, it could be a family situation, a relationship, whatever. But one of you was fighting fair. One of you wanted harmony. But then, for some reason, that got flipped upside down. And it ran you into heartbreak. I see. Okay, it looks like the situation here, it looks like you had really a fresh hope for a while there. It was a new adventure, it was a new beginning for you guys. The feminine in the situation, it appears like she was being honest. She was interested mainly in her king. She really wanted things to work here. It seems like the king was a little bit more materially driven, possibly somebody that just didn't have any follow through. If you notice, she's looking directly at him with her hand offered out to him. He's looking away. And away in the direction of the money or of the material, or just at the other options around. It's very interesting because every other card on here is actually looking the same direction. This one's looking at his cup in that direction. This one's looking, so he's protecting his emotions away from her. That was somebody that was presenting themselves kind of like bratty or selfish, I would say. This one is balancing, juggling between the two options, but he's leaning towards this one, which is not the one that he currently had holding up higher. The one with the rockier waters is the one that he's leaning towards, not the one that is the calmer. Possibly because it's got more material wealth in it. Or just more goodies of options, and yet the one that's looking for a new hope and a fresh start is looking away, the other direction. So I'm seeing that this queen, even though you or she was really directing her truth and her hope and her everything towards her king, I don't feel like he was returning the favor towards her or the behavior, and I feel like that has led to whatever situation you're currently in. And the advice for this and the reason that this happened was so that you, queen, if you are the queen that's watching this, can realize that you're looking for somebody new, somebody that can actually ride towards you with their cup extended to you. Something that will actually nurture you and give you the support and the love that you need. If you notice, the horse actually matches her carriage, or her throne. And you, King, if it's you watching this, needs to find balance between the two cups. Now, it is possible that you guys could get along again. I'm not saying it needs to stay in a breakup, but I'm saying that the heartache happened because of that. Now, what I'm also picking up is that this king, or whoever it is that was presenting themselves as kind of bratty, needs to learn how to ride towards his queen and fight for what his truth is and what she knows is the truth. And stop trying to finally for the male in this situation. Your lack of balance and lack of pursuit of your own truth in this situation is leaving your queen feeling very blindfolded. You're the feminine, of course. For you, feminine. It's time for you to learn to walk away from the things that you're carrying, whatever baggage it is, whatever things, mishaps that are keeping things unbalanced. It's your shadow self presenting itself, and it's time to work on those shadows and no longer dump it onto the male so that he will not flee. And then your final bit of advice, since this is a short reading, like I said, let's get your oracle card. You are holding on to something and not letting go, behaving miserably, materially or emotionally, and engaging with a subject which is not good for you and may be harmful. Abandon this matter and ask another question. Perfect for the reading. This masculine is holding on to something material and this feminine is holding on to something emotional. It's time that she learns how to release it and present herself by only following the truth and feel protected in her emotions. And it's time that this masculine releases all of this material drive, and pursues his truth towards the feminine instead of staying unbalanced and unable to choose and causing heartbreak. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe if it was. Share, hit the thumbs up, whatever you can do to show your support. And I will hopefully see you at the next reading. And if not, then love and light either way. But do check out my other videos, because if this one was not helpful, or even if this was, one of those definitely will be. I'm certain of it. They are all timeless. Okay, love and light. Okie dokie, hi pile 3. Welcome to your pile. This is going to be a super quick reading for you. Hopefully I can get a little bit of insight for you on your situation. Alright, so we've got a feminine energy that needs to be following her truth. Somebody who is in a state of total honesty, or should be. She may need to be walking away from a situation, a breakup possibly. And coming to terms a little bit better with the idea that the person that she's dealing with is somebody that has a little bit of extra sexual impulsivity, possibly like some type of an addictive behavior. They're a chaotic-minded person. There will be divine justice served to this individual for the wrongdoings that they may have shown to this queen. If you're the female, then of course you're the queen. If you're the male, then you that is in the situation that's a little bit of chaos or excess, who may be having divine justice served in your direction. So this breakup is in part because of that. Now I'm also seeing that there is some type of teamwork, or possibly getting advice from somebody else who will be very beneficial in this situation if you take the advice. As far as with the Queen, she experienced a tower moment, which really threw her for a loop, but it was in your best interest. The Divine wants you to know this. You allowed too much to be getting hidden from you, and also your energies were a little bit scattered. You had a lot of potential that was very unfulfilled. And it was unfulfilled because of this relationship, so that's why this tower moment is happening. The breakup, obviously, is because of a lot of stress, anxiety, worries. As far as the male energy, he also is dealing with a lot of anxiety and burnout. The divine justice that's going to be served is actually you guys both finding happiness. Everything's going to be brought to light, basically. All the shadows are going to be illuminated for you both. That support or that teamwork or that advice is actually going to be putting the feminine into her divine empress mode here. So don't fight against this tower moment, feminine. And if you're the masculine, then do what you can to correct your wrongdoings if you're able to. And allow your female to feel like that queen again, that empress. It seems like there was a bit of a false start and bad luck before you had that tower moment. Somebody had to leave home during this breakup, or you went traveling somewhere. But you'll be returning. This Queen of Pentacles is showing up, looking in the direction of this Empress, which means that when he knew that there was this bad luck and this lack of rejection happening, he decided to step into his power and return back home where he belongs and look at in her direction and that happiness direction. That's a very good turnaround right there. You guys will find balance. You're finding balance because that masculine is going to step into his power finally and realize that you are the Empress in his castle, in his empire. And you guys are going to have a very happy life. You're going to find that peace. You're going to find that union again. That's beautiful. So this tower moment, this threat of the leaving, this bout of bad luck, that was all divinely guided so that he could have his wake up call. Now let's see what your oracle card has to say, guys. Oops, I want to show brand names. There is no connection between what you have asked and what you really want to know. Unforeseen difficulties may arise because of ostentatious behavior. Practice humility and do not patronize others. Modesty and support of others will help you attract abundance and wealth. So yeah, once this tower moment happens, just allow you guys to rejoin. Rejoin as a union instead of competing sides. You know, join together, find that balance. For him, he needs to allow himself to no longer avoid his behaviors and really step up and contemplate, you know, step up into his power of accountability. And as with feminine, she needs to really allow the past to be the past, and to if she wants to keep this connection, to let it grow and no longer stunt its growth, and let him step into his power as the emperor or the king. Okay, so that was a beautiful reading for you guys. I will hopefully see you in another reading on another day, or even today. You can click on over and visit one of my other readings if you feel interested, more compelled to get a longer reading for you. This was a very happy situation, so whoever's going through it, please allow yourself to have that happy ending that the universe is willing to give you, if you are so willing to take it. Okay, and I will see all of you guys another day. Love and light.